Good morning students. Previous class we have seen exercise 5.1. Today also I am going to continue that exercise. Before going to enter the problem, note for formula. This is the midpoint formula. What is the first letter of the midpoint? M. So M we know the midpoint. Midpoint is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Now copy problem number 8. Let P of 11 comma 7, Q of 13.5 comma 4 and R of 9.5 comma 4 be the midpoint of the sides AB, BC, AC respectively of triangle ABC. So one triangle was there. That triangle name is A, B, C. Listen carefully. The midpoint of side AB is P. Midpoint of the side AB is P. So midpoint of the side AB is P. Midpoint means center. Next. Midpoint of BC side is Q. So midpoint of BC is Q. Then midpoint of AC is R. So AC side midpoint is R. Now they are already given the coordinates of P, Q or no. So you just enter the values there. P coordinate value is 11, 7. Then Q coordinate value is 13.5, 4. Then R coordinate is 9.5, 4. Then find the coordinates of the vertices A, B and C. We are going to find the coordinate of the vertices A, B and C. That means A, B, C coordinates we don't know. That side just taken. A coordinate is x1, y1 and B coordinate is x2, y2 and C coordinate is x3, y3. We don't know, that side taken like this. Hence find the area of triangle ABC. They told to find the area of triangle ABC. Then compare that answer with area of a triangle PQ or answer. So first we are going to find out the area of this triangle, big triangle ABC. Next we are going to compare that triangle PQ. If you join the midpoints, again you will get one more triangle. So we are going to compare that full area of a triangle ABC with this small triangle PQR. So right, take the first side, the midpoint of AB. First side is AB, midpoint of AB. What is the formula for midpoint? x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. The midpoint of side AB, midpoint formula I used here. They already given the midpoint value. So substitute that midpoint value. Midpoint value is 11, 7. Again I use the midpoint value formula here. Why I use like this? Because we want to find out the coordinate of x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. So we want this variable. That's why I just again written the midpoint formula. Then they given the midpoint value. I just combine and write here. See here. First here one coordinate value, there one coordinate values are given there. Each coordinate's value is between the equal symbol. That means here the first coordinate is equal to there the first coordinate, and here the second coordinate is equal to there the second coordinate. So just you join and write x1 plus x2 by 2. Here the first value is equal to there the first value 11. Just cross multiply x1 plus x2. 11 2s are 22. Take this equation number 1. Here the second value is equal to there the second value. So just combine and write y1 plus y2 by 2 is equal to 7. Here also just cross multiply y1 plus y2 is equal to 2 7s are 14. Take this equation number 2. Then move to the next side, the midpoint of BC. Midpoint of BC. Just listen carefully. Midpoint formula is only one only. Don't write now. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2 only. Here you just see the coordinate name here x2, here x3. They didn't give the x1 value, so just interchange the variable name. Formula is same only, you just interchange the variable because we don't have a here x1 value. So you just change this one is x2 and x3. Here we don't have a y1 and y2. Y2 and y3 only here we are having. So just interchange the variable name, then it will change to y2, y3 is equal to, they are already given the midpoint value. What is that? 13.5, 4. Here equal symbol is between the coordinates. So here the first value is equal to there the first value, here the second value is equal to there the second value. Combine and write it. x2 plus x3 by 2 is equal to 13.5. Cross multiply it. Then x2 plus x3 is equal to, you will get the answer 27. Take this equation number 3. Then write the next one. Second value is equal to the second value. y2 plus y3 by 2 is equal to 4. Cross multiply it. y2 plus y3 is equal to 2 4s are 8. So take this equation number 4. Then move to the last side, the midpoint of AC is equal to see midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Here x1 x3 only we are having, so just interchange the variable name and write it. Then we will get x1 plus x3 by 2 comma y1 plus y3 by 2. Midpoint value they are already given, so substitute that midpoint value 9.5 comma 4. So here equal symbol is between the coordinates. So here the first value is equal to there the first value, here the second value is equal to there the second value. Combine and write. Then x1 plus x3 by 2 is equal to, here the first value 9.5, cross multiply it. Then x1 plus x3, if you multiply that two number you will get the answer 19. Take this equation number 5. And the next one, y1 plus y3 by 2 is equal to 4. Cross multiply it, y1 plus y3 is equal to 2 4s are 8. Take this equation number 6. So now we have 6 equations. Now I am going to add all the x equations. So write add all the x equations. Just keep it in your mind. All the x equation means we are having 6 equations. Some equation has the xx letter, that means variable x. They are having x variable. So choose that equation and add it. Here again I will rewrite all the equation because I have written everything. So rougher, no need to write this one. I just again write this. We got the first equation is x1 plus x2 is equal to 22. Then y1 plus y2 is equal to 14. This equation number 1. This equation number 2. Then x2 plus x3 is equal to 27. This is equation number 3. Then y2 plus y3 is equal to 8. This is equation number 4. Then x1 plus x3 is equal to 19. This is equation number 5. And y1 plus y3 is equal to 8. This is equation number 6. No need to write this one. So overall these are all the 6 equations we are having. Here I am going to add all the x equations. See what are the equations are having the x variable. Equation number 1 has the x. Then equation number 3 also has the x variable. Then equation number 5 also has the x variable. So mention that equation means we are going to add equation number 1 plus equation number 3 plus equation number 5. Just keep it in your mind. You should write all the x terms. That means you have to write all the variable one side and constant one side. That means write all the x letter one side and ordinary number one side. So first equation, what are the variables? x1 plus x2. Then the third equation, what are the variables? x2 plus x3. Then the fifth equation, what are the variables? x1 plus x3 is equal to, then write all the constant. What are the constant in the first equation? 22. What is the constant in the third equation? Will be 7. What is the constant in the fifth equation? 19. Now see, now we are going to add x1 and x1. x1 plus x1 we will get 2x1. Then x2 plus x2 we will get 2x2. Then x3 plus x3 we will get 2x3 is equal to, if we add this all numbers we will get the answer 68. Here you don't know how to add this x1 plus x1 means just do it for x1 plus x1. See here the Haider coefficient is 1. Here also the Haider coefficient is 1. 1 plus 1 2. x1 answer will be x1. This is the adding procedure. So here see 2 is common. So take 2 outside. x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 68. Then x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to the 68. Here 2 is multiplication. After this equal it will become division. Cancel it. 2 3s are 6. 2 4s are 8. Then we will get x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 34. Already we have a 6th equation. Take this on the 7th equation. So here see, we taken some equation of 1, 3, 5. We are going to substitute this equation separately into equation 7. So what is the first equation you taken? Equation number 1. So first write substitute equation 1 in equation 7. What is the equation 7? Equation 7 is x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 34. Now I am going to substitute the first equation. Equation number 1 in equation number 7. What is the equation number 1? x1 plus x2 is equal to 22. x1 plus x2 is equal to 22. So instead of x1 plus x2, I am going to substitute that answer 22 plus x3 is equal to 34. Then x3 is equal to 34. Here 22 is the positive number. After this equal it will become negative. Then if you cancel it, you will get the answer 12. Then what is the equation you change? Then equation 3. So substitute equation 3 in equation 7. So first write the equation 7. Equation 7 is x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 34. Now substitute equation 3. What is the equation 3? x2 plus x3 is equal to 27. x2 plus x3 is equal to 27. So instead of x2 plus x3, I am going to substitute 27. So x1 plus 27 is equal to 34. Then x1 is equal to 34. Here 27 is positive. After this equal, it will become negative. So minus 27. x1 is equal to the answer 7. Then substitute. We take a 5 now. We are going to substitute this fifth equation into equation number 7. So write substitute equation 5 in equation 7. What is the equation 7? x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 34. This is the equation number 7. So I am going to substitute this fifth equation into equation number 7. Fifth equation is x1 plus x3 is equal to 19. So instead of x1 and x3, I will put 19. 19 plus x2 is equal to 34. Therefore, x2 is equal to this 34. 19 is a positive number. After this equal, it will become a negative number. If you subtract this two number, you will get the answer 15. So, the same procedure we are going to do for the y equation. So, first write add all the y equations. Add all the y equations. See here, which equations has the y variable? Equation number 2 has the y variable. Then equation number 4 has the y variable. Then equation number 6 has the y variable. So first we are going to add equation 2 plus equation 4 plus equation 6. Here also just keep it in your mind. Add all the variable one side and constant one side. That means write all the y terms one side and write all the ordinary numbers one side. Then here variables are, see the variables y1 plus y2. y1 plus y2. Then the fourth equation variable is y2 plus y3. Then the sixth equation variable is y1 plus y3. Then write the constant one side. Second equation constant is 14 and the fourth equation constant is 8 and the sixth equation constant is 8. So add y1 plus y1, we will get 2y1, y2 plus y2, we will get 2y2, then y3 plus y3, we will get 2y3 is equal to, if you add these all the numbers, you will get the answer 30. See here 2 is common, so take common with 2 outside, we will get y1 plus y2 plus y3 is equal to 30. Then y1 plus y2 plus y3 is equal to 30. Here 2 is multiplication, after this equal it will become division. So cancel it. 1 2 is 2, remaining 1 goes there, then it will become 10. 5 2s are 10. So finally we got a new equation y1 plus y2 plus y3 is equal to 15. Take this equation number 8. Now we take a some equation now. We are going to separately substitute that equation into equation number 8. So first write substitute. Substitute, what is the first equation we taken 2. Substitute equation 2 in equation 8. Equation 8. So first write the equation number 8. What is the equation 8? y1 plus y2 plus y3 is equal to 15. Now I am going to substitute equation. What is equation 2? y1 plus y2 is equal to 14. So instead of y1 plus y2, I will write the answer 14. 14 plus y3 is equal to 15. Then y3 is equal to 15 minus 14. We will get the answer 1. Now substitute. What is the equation you already taken? 4. Substitute equation 4 in equation 8. So write the equation 8 first. y1 plus y2 plus y3 is equal to 15. This is equation number 8. Now I am going to substitute the fourth equation. What is the fourth equation? y2 plus y3 is equal to 8. So instead of y2 plus y3, I will Write here 8 is equal to 15. Then y1 is equal to 15 minus 8. I will get the answer 7. So y1 is equal to 7. Then next equation I am going to substitute in equation 8. So what is the next equation taken? Equation number 6. So substitute equation 6 in equation 8. What is the equation 8? y1 plus y2 plus y3 is equal to 50. This is the 8th equation. Then what is the 6th equation? y1 plus y3 is equal to 8. So instead of y1 plus y3, I will write 8. y3 is equal to 15. Then y2 is equal to 15 minus 8. If you subtract these two numbers, you will get the answer 7. See? Next, they told to write the coordinates of A, B, C. Now we got the value of x1, x2, x3 and y1, y2, y3. Now we are going to join and write the coordinates. So first write, therefore, the coordinate of A. The coordinate of A we don't know. We taken x1, y1. So equal to write this A. x1 value we already got now. So just write that value. x1 value is 7 and y1 value also we got it. So mention. Same procedure here. The coordinate of B we taken x2, y2. So B. x2 value also we got it. x2 value is 15 and y2 value is 7. Next, same procedure. The coordinate of C we taken x3, y3. So here write C here. We already got the x3 and y3 coordinate. Just substitute it. You will get the answer 12, 1. Next, they told to find the area of a triangle ABC and compare with area of a triangle PQR. So now we are going to find out the area of a triangle ABC. See, here we got the x1, y1 value. Now substitute in x1, y1 place we will get 7, 7. Then B coordinate value is 15, 7. Then the C coordinate value is 12, 1. Now we are going to find out the area of a triangle ABC. So first write area of triangle ABC is equal to, what is the formula? Half into x1, x2, x3, x1. Then again y1, y2, y3, y1. That is equal to half into. Now substitute all the value. x1 value is 7. Then x2 value is 15. Then x3 value is 12. Then x1 value is 7. Then y1 value also 7, y2 value is 7, then y3 value is 1, then again y1 value is 7. Then half into cross multiply 7 7s are 49 plus 150 is 15. Plus if you multiply this two number you will get the answer 84. Then formula minus. Then opposite side cross multiply. If you cross multiply this two number you will get 105. If you cross multiply this two number you will get 84. Then 1 7 is 7. Then close it. That is equal to half into. If we add this number you will get the answer 148 minus. If we add this number, you will get 196 is equal to half into. See here, both signs are different. So 196 is a minus number, negative number. This is 148, positive number. Both are different signs, so you have to subtract the number. If you subtract these two numbers, you will get the answer 48. Bigger number sign is negative. So the negative sign, we will get the answer minus 48. Shall we cancel this two number? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. 124 is 24 plus into minus minus 24. See here, this is the area of a triangle ABC. Area value can't be negative. Area value can't be negative because we can't able to say any area is minus 60 centimeter or minus 40 centimeter. So if you got the negative value, that is also not a problem. Again, you just rewrite that number is a positive value. So we will get 24 square units. Next, we are going to find out the area of a triangle PQR. So write area of a triangle PQR, same formula only. Half into x1, x2, x3, x1, y1, y2, y3, y1. See here, you just arrange that x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Because now we are going to find out the area of a triangle PQR. So you take the P coordinate is x1, y1, Q coordinate is x2, y2, then R coordinate is x3, y3. Then take this is x1, y1, take this is x2, y2, then take this R is x3, y3. Just interchange that. If you want to find the area of a triangle ABC means take ABC is x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. PQR means you just interchange that variable to PQR. Now, that implies half into x1 value is 11, then x2 value is 13.5, then x3 value is 9.5. Then again x1 value is 11. Next, y1 value. What is the y1 value? 7. Then y2 value is 4. Then y3 value is 4. Then again y1 value is 7. Now we are going to do the cross multiply again here. Half into 11 4s are 44 plus if you multiply these two numbers you will get the answer 54. If you don't know how to multiply, here 13.5, first you leave the decimal, then write the number into 4. 13.5 I just leave the decimal, first multiply 5 4s are 20, remaining 2, 3 4s are 12, 12 plus 2 14, so 4 remaining one was there. Then 1 4 is 4, 4 plus 1 5. Here what is the original number? 13.5. So one number before decimal will come. So here also one number before the answer decimal will come. So we will get the answer 54. Then again if you cross multiply this two number you will get the answer 66.5. Then put the formula minus, then again cross multiply this two number you will get 94.5. If you cross multiply this two number you will get 38. If you cross multiply this two number you will get the value 44. That is equal to half into all are positive number. If you add this number you will get 164.5 minus if you add this numbers you will get 176.5. That is equal to, see here, minus 176.5. This is a positive number, 164.5. Both are different signs, so subtract it. 5 minus 5, we will get 0. 6 minus 4, we will get 2. 7 minus 6, we will get 1. Bigger number sign is negative, so you have to put the negative symbol. Leave the 0 and write. We will get the answer as minus 12. Shall we cancel this one? 6 2s are 12. 1 2 is 2 plus into minus minus. We will get the answer minus 2. I already told you.
Minus 6.
Sorry. 6 2s are 12. I already told you the area can't be negative because we can't able to tell any area is a minus 60 centimeter or minus 40 centimeter. If you got the negative value, that is not a problem. Again, you just rewrite that answer as a positive. So we will get 6 square units. Finally, they told to compare the area of a triangle ABC with area of a triangle PQR. So write area of triangle ABC is equal to, see, area of a triangle ABC is 24 square units. We will have 24 square units. This is ABC value. Then PQR value, PQR triangle was 6. What is the difference? If we multiply here 4 means we will also get 24. So area of a triangle ABC is 4 times of area of triangle PQR. So we are right. Area of a triangle ABC is 4 times of area of triangle PQR. Problem. Problem.
Ma'am, one sec.
In the figure,
Ma'am, one sec.
in the figure, the quadrilateral swimming pool shown is surrounded by concrete patio find the area of the patio. Diagram they given, just copy the diagram. See, this is the given diagram. We are going to move the solution. See, in the figure, quadrilateral swimming pool. This is look like a square, but there is a millimeter difference. So don't consider this is a square. This is also a quadrilateral, surrounded by concrete patio. So this is a concrete patio. So outside is any kind of a floor. This A, B, C, D quadrilateral is any kind of a floor. This E, F, G, H is a swimming pool. So this is the floor, this is a swimming pool, here is the concrete patio. Now we are going to find out the area of this between concrete patio. So first write, we are going to find out the area of a concrete patio. Area of a concrete patio is equal to, we want to leave the floor first, then we want to leave that swimming pool, then we can easily get the concrete patio. So concrete patio is equal to area of a quadrilateral, area of a quadrilateral minus area of a swimming pool. area of a swimming pool. So first we are going to find out the area of a quadrilateral, then we are going to find out the area of a swimming pool, then we are going to subtract that to answer, then we can easily find out the area of a concrete patio. So first write area of a quadrilateral. Area of a quadrilateral. What is area of a quadrilateral? Quadrilateral formula we know here. Quadrilateral name you have to mention it. A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral name. So area of a quadrilateral A, B, C, D is equal to what is the formula? Half into x1, x2, x3, x4, again x1, y1, y2, y3, y4, y1. That is equal to half into C A B C B. So take A is x1 y1, B is x2 y2, then C is x3 y3, and D is x4 y4. Then substitute the value. X1 value is -4, then x2 value is 8, then x3 value is 6, then x4 value is -10, again x1 value is -4. Then substitute the y1 value. Y1 value is -8, then Y2 value is -4, then Y3 value is 10, then Y4 value is 6, again Y1 value is -8. Now just cross multiply it. Half into 4 4s are 16, minus into minus plus 10 8s are 80. 6 6 are 36, plus minus into minus plus 10 8s are 80. Then put the formula minus, then again cross multiply the opposite side. 6 8s are 8 8s are 64, plus into minus minus. 6 4s are 24, plus into minus minus. 10 10s are 100, plus into minus minus, minus 100. Then 6 4s are 24, plus into minus minus, minus 24. That is equal to half into, if you add this all the numbers you will get the answer 212, minus if you add this all the numbers you will get minus 212, because this is a negative sign, so answer also a negative sign. All are negative sign, so the answer also negative sign. Then half into 212, minus into minus plus, then again 212 is equal to half into, if you add this number you will get the answer 444. Shall we cancel this number? Then 2 2s are 4, 1 2 is 2, 2 2s are 4. Therefore the answer is 212 square units. Next we are going to find out the area of a swimming pool. So just write area of a swimming pool. This is a swimming pool. What is the name of a swimming pool? EFGH. You have to mention it. Name is EFGH. This is look like a square. I already told you millimeter difference was there, so it is not a square, it is a quadrilateral. So this is also a quadrilateral, but I didn't mention the name. I just written swimming pool. Therefore the formula is half into x1, x2, x3, x4, x1, again y1, y2, y3, y4, y1. Then half into, just erase that x1, x2, y2 coordinates, because now we are going to find out the area of that swimming pool. So change EFG, now take this is x1, y1, F is x2, y2, then G is x3, y3, then H is x4, y4. Then substitute the value. X1 value is -3, then x2 value is 6, The next 3 value is 3. The next 4 value is minus 6. Again x1 value is minus 3. Then here y1 value is minus 5. Y2 value is minus 2. Here y3 value is 7. Y4 value is 4. Then again y1 value is minus 5. Then do the cross multiplication. Minus into minus plus, 3 2s are 6. 6 1s are 42. 3 4s are 12. Minus into minus plus. 6 5s are 30. Then put the formula minus, then write plus into minus minus, 5 6 are 30. Minus 30. Plus into minus minus, 2 3s are 6. Plus into minus minus, 7 6 are 42. Minus 42. Then plus into minus minus, 4 3s are 12. Then here minus 12. That is equal to half into, if you add this all the numbers you will get the answer 90. Then put the formula minus, here all the numbers are the minus sign. If you add that numbers you will get the answer 90. All the numbers are the minus sign, no, so answer also minus sign. Then half into 90, minus into minus plus, plus then 3. Then half into 90 plus 90 you will get the answer 190. If we cancel it, 2 9s are 18, then 0. 190 is 90. 90 square unit. Now they told you to find the concrete patio. Therefore, area of concrete patio is equal to area of such water level. That means that floor. The floor value we got at 212 minus area of the swimming pool is 90. If you subtract this two number, you will get 122 square unit. Problem. Problem number 10. A triangular shaped glass with vertices at A of minus 5, minus 4, B of 1, 6, and C of 7, minus 4 has to be painted. If one bucket of paint covers 6 square feet, how many buckets will be required to paint the whole glass? If one plane, 1/4 of paint is applied. Answer is very easy. See, a triangle shaped glass with the vertices A, B, C. So glass is in the shape of a triangle. Three vertices they given. Just mention the vertices. A of minus 5 comma minus 4, B of 1 comma 6, and C of 7 comma minus 4. Has to be painted if one bucket of paint covers 6 square feet. One bucket we can able to cover 6 square feet. So how many buckets of paint will be required to cover the whole glass? Listen, this is a triangular shaped glass. If you want to paint the full glass, means first we have to find out the area of a glass. If you find out the area of a glass, then only we can able to find how many buckets of paint needed to paint this glass. So first to find out the area of a glass. So glass name we have taken ABC. So write area of a triangle. Solution, first write the vertices, then only you write the area of a triangle. Let the vertices be Let the vertices be A of minus 5 comma minus 4, B of 1 comma 6, and C of 7 comma minus 4. First we want to find the area for this glass. So first write area of triangle ABC is equal to, we know the area formula, just write the area of the formula. Triangle formula half into x1, x2, x3, again x1, y1, y2, y3, again y1. Then close it. Then half into A vertex take x1, y1, B is x2, y2, then C is x3, y3. Substitute the value x1 value minus 5, x2 value 1, x3 value 7, then again x1 value minus 5. Then y1 value minus 4, y2 value 6, y3 value minus 4, again y1 value is minus 4. Now half into cross multiply, plus into minus minus, 6 5s are 30, plus into minus minus, 1 4 is 4, plus into minus minus, 7 4s are 28. Then formula minus again, plus into minus minus, 1 4 is 4, minus 4. 6 7s are 42. Minus into minus plus 5 4s are 20. That is equal to half into, if you add these all the numbers, you will get the answer 62. See, here all the numbers have the minus sign, so the answer will be also a minus sign. Then put formula minus. See, this is a negative sign, these two are a positive sign. So first you have to add the positive sign value. So 42 plus 20, both are positive sign. If you add, you will get 62. This is a negative sign. So if you subtract, you will get the answer 58. So bigger number sign is plus, you will get plus 58. So plus 58. That is equal to half into, if you add this two number, you will get the answer minus 6, minus 120. Add it, minus 62 minus 58. 8 plus 2, 10, remaining 1. 6 6 are 12, minus 120. Shall we cancel it? 6 2s are 12, then 0. 160 is 60, plus into minus minus 60. I already told you area can't be a negative value, so you just rewrite that negative value as a positive value. So 60 square unit. Now we are going to find out how many number of paint buckets required to coat this glass. So number of paint bucket needed. So number of paint bucket needed. What is the area of a glass? Area of a glass is 60. So 1 bucket of paint covered how many? Area of a square feet. 1 bucket of paint covers 6 square feet. So shall we cancel this? 10 6 are 60. So we will need 10 paint buckets. Then note the homework. Exercise 5.1. Problem number 7 and 11 is homework. See, I will give one clue. Problem number 11 has a diagram that is a quadrilateral. Here inside one triangle. It has the name A, B, C, D. The smaller triangle name is F, G, E. This diagram is like this. This problem number 11 has 3 cases. They told you to find the area of AGF, then area of FED, then quadrilateral, area of a quadrilateral BCEG. This problem is like this. They told you to find the area of AGF, means you have to take AGF only. So first letter is A. So take the A is x1, y1 and G is x2, y2. Then F is x3, y3. Then they told you to find the area of the FED. So you just leave this one. You take F, E, D. F is the first letter. So take F is x1, y1. E is x2, y2 and D is x3, y3. Then they told you to find out area of quadrilateral BCEG. BCEG is there. So take B is x1, y1, C is x2, y2, E is x3, y3, then G is x4, y4. Thank you.